live stream. This one is a little bit later tonight. I had a very busy day, so finally done for the day. I get to relax for a little bit until tomorrow. I have another busy day tomorrow, but the morning started off early. I had to help get a vehicle towed. Then I had to go do some shoveling jobs. Then I ended up going for coffee and for lunch, and then I did some buffing, and then I came home and I had to do some other shoveling, and so I was busy all day, and so now today I'm just, I'm beat today, so I'm happy to be home and I'm happy that the day's over, but I hope all of you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys had a good day. I hope it was a productive day, but yeah, it was a good day for me. Got a lot done. I didn't get any new videos though, unfortunately. I was buffing at the ambulance station, and I was buffing at the fire hall, and I didn't get anything. I was out all day. I didn't see any responses, unfortunately. Unfortunately, there's no new videos that I filmed today, but all that buffing I did didn't pay off, unfortunately. But I had a lot of other running around to do on top of that. Hey, fire photography, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. How was your exam today? My day was busy, so I'm tired. I'm pretty good. Tired though. I've had a busy day. I started early. Started at 7 this morning, and had to go do some shoveling. Had to help get a vehicle towed. So it was a busy day today, and then I did some buffing in between all of that. So it was a busy day, but it was a productive day. But like I said, I did some buffing. I got no new videos. I got no responses. Not a goddamn soul. So unfortunately, there's no new responses coming. But I did try, and it's bitterly cold out. It's not a good day to be out walking around and doing things. So yeah, didn't have one buses were canceled. Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, that's all right. You got to have a day off. A little bit of a break. I know my friend, I have a friend who works at the university. He called me yesterday. He was saying all the university campuses were closed, so he was off work yesterday because of a snowstorm. He did go back today though, but yeah, well, that's all right. You got a day off. You got another day to study. You got one more day to study, an extra day. But yeah, I'm pretty good. I can't complain. Just been busy. It's good to have these busy days every now and then, you know, where you're rushing around and doing things. So it was good. But I did try to squeeze some buffing in, but I didn't get anything. Oh, you went buffing too? Nice. Did you get anything? Did you get anything good? I didn't get anything. I did see pump 5, but it wasn't responding, so I figured what the hell's the point of filming it? But in hindsight, I kind of wish I did film it. Oh, you caught a banger. That's awesome. What did you get? Did you get some fire action, police action, or a little bit of everything? That's awesome. But yeah, I did post a video that I filmed a few days ago today. I did post a CN Rail freight train. Pump 1, A5, Pump 2, PD. Holy shit. Wow, you got a really good response. Jeez. Do you know where they were going, or I guess you might not know where they were going, but must have been something big. Hey, Ontario Firebuff, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. An MVC. Oh wow. Yeah, that would. Oh, and you got Pump 2. Nice. Sorry, I misread that. You got Pump 2. How does it look with all redone? Does it look pretty good, or is it redone yet? I think you did say it got sent out, so I'm assuming it's back. They were in a spare though. Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. That's all right. Still good to catch a spare. Should have said Pump 11. All right, fair enough. Cool. But running as Pump 2, obviously. How was your day, Ontario Firebuff? What did you get up to? Did you have school today, or were you off too? I know schools opened up in Guelph today, so they were going. Fire photography, no way! I can't wait to see that. Yeah, nor can I. I'm excited. I'm excited to see this video. So any idea when you're gonna post it? Because I know you got a pretty big backlog of videos already. Is it gonna go in the queue, or are you gonna put it a little bit of ahead of every other video you got? I'll upload it tomorrow. All right. Well, I'll be staying tuned. I'll be keeping my eyes out for it. And Ontario Firebuff, you were off school. Well, that's all right. Good for you. So you had a bit of a day of rest too. I wish I could say the same for myself, but no, today was a busy day, and Had an early morning, but tomorrow I was gonna go out with a friend tomorrow, but it's just too cold and I'm kind of sore all over, and I'm not really feeling like going anywhere tomorrow. So I've been out. About 90% of my day has been outside in this cold. I had shoveling. I had to help with a tow. I had to finagle with a battery for a bit on a vehicle. I had to shovel my driveway, so I was out for pretty much the duration of the whole day. And yeah, so I'm done with this cold for a few hours at least, few days maybe. I joked. I said if I had enough money, I'd get on a plane and go tomorrow somewhere warm, but I can't do that unfortunately. Unless somebody wants to come with me, then maybe I'll consider going. Getting tired of this freaking crappy cold weather, and it was. I don't know about you guys in St. Thomas, but it was freaking bitterly cold. Like it was unbearable. Like it was worse than it's been in any recent memory of mine. It's more cold than it's ever been. It was horrid, and I was layered up. Like I wear 3 layers. Like I wear a sweatshirt, a long sleeve shirt, and then a t-shirt. I wear my pajama bottoms on top of my jeans or below my jeans, so I'm all layered up, and I was still freaking freezing my nuts off. I had to walk my dog in the freezing cold. Ugh, glad I don't have a dog. It was cold there too. Jeez. Were you at least sitting in your car buffing, or were you out in the cold fire photography? Because if you're out in the cold in this buffing, that is dedication. You should get Fire Buff of the Year medal for that. If you were out in the cold with this. Yeah, in the car. Okay, that's good. Good. At least you weren't out freezing your nuts off in this, because it is cold. Oh God. And I don't think it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be really cold for the next week or two. So but we do have the polar vortex, so that's probably why we've got this really bad cold snap. But it just seems unusually cold, like unbearably. But who knows? I'm sure there's been colder years. But yeah, needless to say, I'd like to go on vacation somewhere warm, get the hell out of this crap. But nobody wants to go with me, and I don't have the money, so I can't go anywhere. Well, I shouldn't say I don't have the money. I don't have the company. But I could go tomorrow if I wanted to, but nobody wants to go with me. But yeah, it's cold. Too cold. Too cold. But yeah, I did some buffing at 12 base, the ambulance station, and didn't see anything. I did see an ERV, but it wasn't responding. I was by the police station, a lot of cops out there, no responses. I was also by the fire hall. That's where I saw pump 5, again, not responding. And I saw pump 2 as well, but neither one were nothing was responding today. And to be honest, I didn't hear any sirens all over the city. And like I said, I was out for the duration of the day, so I was pretty surprised. But I didn't get anything. What kind of police car did you get? Fire photography? Did you get the Explorer? Or did you get the pickup, or did you get something different? Because I know St. Thomas has the pickup trucks, the Ford pickup trucks. Ford Explorer. All right, that's all right. Cool. Cool. Yeah, we have one Ford pickup that's fully marked, that does like commercial vehicle enforcement. It runs traffic accidents. It does traffic enforcement. It also does ride checks and stuff like that. And I see it out the odd time. I actually filmed a video of that truck when it was delivered back in the summertime. You guys can check that video out. You guys have probably all seen it, Fire Photography and Ontario Fire Buff, but I'm pretty proud of that video. Ford Explorers are most common here. Yeah, I figured it's same in Guelph. You know, Ford Explorers are the most common. I did see, however, though, they got a new Ford traffic unit. Guelph Police did, and the way you can tell the traffic unit for Guelph is it has a bigger light bar than the regular Explorers, the regular police cars. So the light bar is a bit bigger, and the lighting setup is a bit different. So I saw it was a brand new 2025 or 2026 FPIU, and it's got the traffic sticker on it and the big light bar like the traffic units have, and it looked pretty sharp. I'd have to get that thing responding. I've only gotten a fully marked traffic unit responding once, but maybe I'll get one again, who knows. Surprisingly, there hasn't been that many accidents, considering like the amount of crappy weather we got, and our snow removal operations this year have been terrible. It's been terrible this year, so unfortunately, you know, we're pretty behind on snow removal, and I mean, it's just it's easy enough to drive around in, but it's you know, the roads, every other city around us, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, Milton, all the roads are bare and wet. They're salted, they're clear. Our fucking roads have a sheet of ice underneath them. They're not bare. They're slushy like crazy, and the snow removal ops haven't been that good. In fact, they've been so pathetic that the mayor actually kind of got involved with the Public Works Department, went on a ride-along with one of the plow drivers to see how they were doing. Now, is that going to make a difference? Obviously not. The mayor's got nothing else to do, so might as well take a ride in one of his trucks that he's paying for. But no, it's not gonna make any difference that the mayor rode along. But yeah, the snow removal ops in Guelph have been abysmal this year. And you know, in the beginning, I could understand because you know there's been so much snow, whatever. First week or two, whatever. But we've had constant snow for the last I don't know how many weeks. You should be getting mandatory overtime or something to get these people out plowing the roads promptly because they're not getting done. But I don't want to go on a rant about our shitty snow removal ops. But I don't know how you guys' snow removal operations have been, but ours have been abysmal, to say the least. Do you guys even have city plows, or do you guys contract your stuff out in St. Thomas? Because I know in Guelph we have city plows. They do all the residentials and main roads. And then there's the odd private road that gets done by the contractors. Yes, we do. All right, nice. We have city. That's all right. Cool. Cool. I know Toronto, most of their snow removal operations are contracted out. Like a lot of the main roads and that are contracted out to third-party contractors, which in some ways is better, but ours are run by the city, or the shitty, as I call it, the shitty of Guelph. But yeah. And we have private. Well, that's all right. I find sometimes private does better, but like the highway maintenance, they're all private, and you know the highways are usually very well maintained. There was an accident there at the Highway 7-8 ramp. There was actually 2 accidents where someone drove over the ramp. The first one was a cab, and it drove over the snow pile on the side shoulder and drove over the ramp and crashed. No serious injuries. The second one drove over the ramp and crashed a couple hours later, and the woman died in that instance. But, you know, with that happening, you'd think the guys would have gone out and salted it, but they didn't. Yeah, I heard about that. It was crazy. Yeah, definitely. And it was really unfortunate. You know, someone died in that whole ordeal. That's the most unfortunate part about it, you know, that somebody died. But at the same time, I have heard people saying that probably speed was a factor. And I can see that, honestly, because I have seen people going a little bit too fast in this weather. So I could see how speed would be a factor. But just gotta, you know, drive slow and take her slow out there and be responsible. But a lot of people aren't, unfortunately. I was at Tim Hortons on the weekend, and I saw a big tractor looking thing plowing the snow downtown. Yeah, we have a couple green tractors that are plowing our residential areas, and they're pretty big. They're John Deere tractors. I filmed a couple videos of them and put them up on the channel, and they do the residentials, and they're not as good. You know, they used to have graders that did the snow removal ops, and the graders were so much better. And then they got these green tractor thingies, and they're no good compared to the graders. The green tractors are not nearly as good, but apparently there's some, I'm not going to say corruption, but there's something going on with that that's maybe not quite right. The manager knows the person who rents the tractors, and, well, you guys can maybe figure out the rest. But I like the snow removal videos you make. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I like doing the snow removal videos, too, myself. And honestly, like, they've gotten pretty good reception. I mean, they've gotten really good views. Like, I can't believe the views I've gotten on these sidewalk plow videos. And even the tractor videos have gotten, you know, pretty good views as well. So I really like doing it. And it's neat to see. I even like watching snow removal videos. So I'm happy that I can post them and share them with you guys. I know a lot of you guys, especially probably fire photography, like the emergency responses, and I apologize to you for not being able to get any recently, but I'm going to try my best. I was hopeful that today I would get something, but unfortunately I didn't get a damn thing. They're easier around this time of year than emergency vehicles. Honestly, they are. And if the weather wasn't so cold, I could manage buffing more. But it's just been so cold, and the snow removal ops have been so bad. The sidewalks aren't cleared until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon on most sidewalks, so it's hard to get around unless you walk on the road. So it's hard to buff, but it is easy to film snow removal. So yeah, and then for me, rail fanning as well because I'm so close to the tracks. Like I literally live right up the street from the tracks, so I can do the rail fanning pretty easily. But I like everything. I like filming. You know, I just enjoy doing it. I enjoy going out and filming different things. I think half the city looks at me like I'm crazy when I'm filming a fire truck or a snowplow, but I don't really care. I like what I like, and they don't have to like it. They can think what they want, but I like doing it, and that's what drives me is the fact that I like it, and other people like it drives me even more. You know, the fact that you guys really enjoy it makes me happy. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and shoot the breeze a little bit and check in with you guys. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this stream for. I don't really have the battery life on my tablet or the energy to go for an hour, so I don't think I'm gonna go that long. But we'll go for a few more minutes and just kind of shoot the breeze a bit more if you guys want. So what exam do you have tomorrow, fire photography? And you didn't study today, you buffed instead, so I guess you're already pretty prepared for it. History, oh nice, I loved history. So what kind of history are you studying, like Canadian history or world history or just... Hey Billy James, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Billy James 007. Canadian history. Yeah, Canadian history is pretty interesting. We learned a lot of Canadian history in elementary school. When I got to high school, we didn't learn as much. We kind of learned a lot of like Roman history and Greek history, which I thought was quite curious because, you know, Canadian history was the norm throughout all of elementary school, and then we got into high school and it was a little bit different. But I didn't mind the Roman history and Greek history either, but I do like Canadian history a lot. I like world history, though, you know, like learning about different countries. I like all history. And I know my dad likes history, too, so I've always had a fascination with it since I was a kid. So, yeah, I did well in history. Do you like history, fire photography, or not really? It was one of my better subjects, too, was history. And I remember in elementary school, we had these massive books, like 70-page books of Canadian history, and we would read through it. And I would just sit there, and I was glued to these books, just reading them, you know, so fascinated with the history. And I would remember lines of the book by heart, because when we would have a test or an essay, we would have to refer to the book, and I knew the lines of the book by heart because I read it so much. I even read it in my spare time because I liked history so much. Yes, I like it. Well, that's good. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Makes the exam even better when you like the course. When you don't like the course, it's kind of like, at least for me, when I didn't like the course, it's like, I don't really care. I don't really want to be here. But when you like the course, it's a lot easier to get with it and enjoy it and do a better job on the exam. But yeah. So how many history credits do you have to get? Because I know for me, I think I had to get 1 or 2. I think it was 2. 1 for sure, but I think I had to get 2. Just 1. I can't remember if I did 1. Oh no, I did 1 for history, and then I got another class with the same teacher, which was travel and tourism, but it's the same teacher, so that's probably why I'm thinking I did 2, but I only did 1 now that I look back. Travel and tourism was the second one that I did, and that was interesting too, but it was a lame course. Like, it was really easy. It was interesting, but it was lame, like in the sense that you just copied and pasted everything. All the answers were on the smartboard, and you literally copy and pasted it off of a freaking smartboard, so it was super easy. At least my course was, but I don't know how every other school's is. Yeah, I'm taking travel and tourism next year. Well, that's good. Nice. You'll have to let me know if it's a copy and paste program, because mine was ridiculous. It wasn't even education. It was just, the teacher had formats on the board of whatever subject we were talking about, and you just copied it down on the paper, And I don't know if it was so much, I think it was more just testing our literacy, to be honest, or our grammar skills, because we literally just copied everything. And it was honestly, it was a joke. But I mean, my school was kind of geared towards people with learning disabilities, and I kind of had a learning disability too, so that's why I went there. Sounds easy. Oh yeah, it was easy. Honestly, I couldn't even really call it education because it was that easy. Like it was a joke. I don't know if yours will be like that. It probably won't be, but at Heights, at the school I went to, it was a fucking joke. It was like just spend an hour just copy and pasting everything and shoot the breeze with the teacher a little bit, and that was it. Yeah, my teacher would be doing that too. Well, I mean, it's good in a way, but then on reflection, it's like we're not really learning anything because you're just copy and pasting it. So it's not like you're learning anything really valuable, at least to me, but I'd still take it. The easier it is for me, the happier I am. Joking. I've heard from my mom that it's a lot of copy and pasting in that course as well. Okay. Is your mom a teacher? Or? Because in my school, that's all it was. Like, it was just it was a joke. I don't know. I'll have to ask my neighbor because he goes to a more academic school. I'll have to ask him what his travel and tourism course is like. He's out on co-op right now, but I think next semester he'll be back in the school a bit. But yeah. I know my grandma was a teacher and my aunt was a teacher, so. And there was a few other teachers in my family. No, she went to my school when she was in high school. My school is old, lol. I bet. It sounds like it's pretty old. I know my dad went to high school here. He went to Centennial, which is next door to my school. And he graduated in, what, 81 or 82? It's like he graduated 40 years ago. Over 40 years ago, my dad graduated. But, yeah. But his education was a little different because he came from a different country, so the education from one country to another is different. I knew a kid who came from Colombia, and he was telling me the education in this country is so lax compared to the education back home. So it's interesting. Sometimes it can be a bit of a culture shock. But yeah. The oldest high school we have is like, I think it's over 100 years old, and that's GCVI. So generations of people have gone to that school. But and the newest one is probably Bishop Mac. And it's not even a new school, it's a new building. The original Bishop Mac was condemned, but the new building is probably 20 years old. But we're going to have a brand new high school next year, so that'll be interesting to see. The Two Rivers, I think it's going to be called. I think I talked about that a little bit in the last stream. But it'll be big. It'll be a big school. It'll be able to accommodate like 1,500 people or some crazy number. I can't imagine going to a school with that many kids. Like, and I never did, so I don't know. But I always went to small schools. Like, even Heights, my College Heights, my high school, there was only 400 people when I started in grade 9. When I left in grade 12, there was only 300 people. And now there's only 150, 200 people because they changed it into an alternative ed school. So, like, I couldn't imagine going to a school for over 1,000 people. Freaking crowded hallways and all that other stuff. Class sizes are probably huge. Like in my school at Heights, if we had like more than 15 kids, it was an oddity. Yeah, it's bad. I bet. I wouldn't like it. I would not like that. I guess your school has over 1,000 people then, fire photography. Hallways are terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I remember I went to Centennial once, which is next door to College Heights, and it had over 1,000 students. And I remember going, you couldn't even move through those freaking hallways. And there was people standing all around, and it's like, oh my god, it was crazy. I mean, I managed, but the worst part about Centennial when I visited was the caf. You could not, you had to jockey for a freaking seat in the cafeteria. It was horrible. I remember I went in there once to see an old friend, and me and her were trying to find a frickin' place to sit, and she was telling me, like, yeah, this is not an easy spot to get a seat at. So, and she was right. Like, it was frickin' terrible. I think my school is the latest built, which is built in 2009-ish. Okay. That's fairly new. My elementary school was a new building. My elementary school was built in 2001, so when I started going there in 2008, it was like 4 years old, 5 years old. I don't fucking know. My math is no good. 7 years old. So not too old when I started. Yeah, I think 1,200. Holy shit. No thanks, man. Good luck with that one. Honestly, the calf is dead at my school. Everyone leaves at break. Yeah, that's fair enough. The calf was dead at my school too, at Heights. Because everybody went to the mall. And a lot of people at Centennial went to the mall. But still, like, it was still very, very busy at Centennial. My school, though, was pretty good. The calf was pretty easygoing, which was good for me. Because I used to sit in there and chill and, you know, I'd get a whole table to myself. And then I would be sitting there all by myself, and wouldn't you know, people would come and start sitting with me and talking to me. So I must not have been that bad of a guy. Because people, every time I would sit at a table alone, people would come and start talking to me and sit with me. So I couldn't have been that terrible. I always kind of thought in high school that I wasn't very well liked, but yeah. If there was a fire station near my school, I would definitely go there at break. There was a fire station kind of near my school, but it was still further away. But yeah, if there was a fire station near my school, I would have gone too. That would be awesome to have a fire station near your school. You can go there every break, every day, and film. It would be awesome. But I don't even think, I'm trying to think, is there a fire station near a school in Guelph? I can't think of one. Maybe the school that's closest to a fire station in Guelph. I can't even think. I don't know if there is. Oh, Bishop Mac. That's like literally right next door to a fire station, to Station 6 in the South End. So if you went to Bishop Mac in Guelph, you could literally walk 10 feet, 20 feet up the street and buff at Station 6 every day. Although Station 6 is kind of a slow station, so you might not get too much. Hi, Will. How are you doing? Glad I saw your live chat today. Good to see you, Marlene. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I saw you commented on a few of my previous streams, and it's good to see you in the chat. And I also have seen some of your posts in my emergency vehicle group, and I appreciate them very much, and I look forward to seeing more of them. I haven't really posted anything today. I should probably post something in the group before the day's over, but we'll see what happens. And like everybody's posts go through fine except fire photography's. I have to go through and approve every one of them. So I don't know. Maybe I'll see if I can adjust that somehow. Change the setting, because like Hooks and Halligan's goes through, Ontario Firebuffs goes through, mine go through, Marlene's go through, so I don't know what the deal is. I'll have to take a look and see. But it could just be, I think you did say you've had it with other groups, so who knows. Yeah, I still don't know why. Maybe it's because you recreated an account, because you had an old account, and then you created a new account, and maybe that was the problem? I don't know. That's just a hunch. I don't know. I'm not a Facebook whiz, so I shouldn't really say. Maybe, yeah, it's possible. Who knows? But I can work with it. It's pretty good. It's all right. I don't mind doing a little bit of extra work to make sure your videos get out there. They're good videos, and they deserve a lot. You know, honestly, I'm going to say this. Fire photography's videos deserve a lot more recognition than they get. Like, they're really, you know, he's done a really good job, so, you know, he really should get some more views. But he's doing pretty good. Like, he's doing really good. But, you know, his videos I like his videos a lot. So keep up the good work, Fire Photography. For a while, it didn't. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You're welcome. I'm always glad to encourage my friends, and you know, you really have done a great job. So and the more you do it, the better you've gotten. I've even noticed that. So I hope you keep going with it. Thanks, man. That really means a lot. No problem, man. I'm happy to encourage you, and I'm happy to help you. And same with you, Ontario Firebuff. I want to see you guys grow and do well. I don't know if we'll ever get to Ben's level of subscribers, but we can certainly hold our own. But Ben's he's a whole nother level. He's done a really good job with his channel. I mean, and just his comeback was incredible. He went from 2,900 subs to over 100,000. Like, he really did a great job. He really knocked it out of the park. And his buddy Matt is really a good partner to have. So Ben, if you watch the stream later, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, you're doing a hell of a job. Keep it up, man. You and Matt are a great team. Thanks, buddy. I very much appreciate that. No problem. I want to see you guys do well. And like I never really had too many people encouraging me when I started YouTube. When in the early days, very early days, I didn't have too many, and then I got fire photography and regular viewers like Marlene as well, and now Ontario Fire Buff, and they've been very encouraging to me, and I want to pay it forward to them as well. Hello from Russia. How's the weather in Russia? Is it colder than here? Because here it's like -20. And whereabouts are you in Russia? Are you in Moscow or somewhere else? Alana said hi. We'll just say, hello, Alana. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Once I get my G, my one friend is going to join my channel, and we are going to be grinding buffing. Well, that's awesome. I'm excited to see that. I'm really excited to see that, and hopefully see you in Guelph one day. Also starting a new channel with me in the summer. Nice. With him in the summer. Is your friend local, or is he from a different city? I guess he must be local. I've had my channel since 2014, only 112 subs, very slow. Well, it's a long journey, and even for me it's been a long journey. We're going on 4 years in February that I've been doing this. But the key I find with YouTube, if you want to grow and you want to be successful, is not so much quality. Everybody thinks quality, and quality is good, but quantity, consistency, building that regular schedule with your audience. So my audience, as an example, expects me and knows that I'm going to film something and post every day. They know I'm probably going to do a live stream every day, or at the very least every week. So building that schedule, building that consistency, that means more than anything. Showing up even when you don't want to. That's the key to being successful on YouTube. It's not always about the quality, because I've had some shitty videos get some pretty good views. And I think we all might have had one of them. But it's about the consistency. And if you're posting something every day and you're consistent, eventually it'll pay off. And I think, too, for me personally, building this kind of personal rapport with my audience through these live streams has helped a lot, too. I mean, I would have never really gotten to chat with Fire Photography much, or you, Marlene, as much, if we didn't have these live streams. So these are a whole new way of connecting with the viewers, and I really like it. And in fact, I saw today Fire Guys 235 put out a post talking about maybe live streaming. So if he does do that, that'll be super exciting to see. He seems like a really good guy, and it would be nice to hear from him more. So I look forward to seeing that if that happens with him. Yes, he's local. Okay, great. Nice. Well, that's good. I wish I had someone local here in Guelph that would want to buff with me and help me on my channel. I do posts every other day. Okay, so you have a bit of a schedule going, so I don't know. And some channels, too, they take longer than others. I mean, if I'd have just done videos, no shorts, no lives, I would not be at over 1,000 subscribers right now. I would be sitting at around 500, maybe 600. But I did the shorts in the early stages, and it got me a lot of subscribers, to which I've mostly maintained. But the shorts do a lot of damage to your channel in terms of your long-form content and your live content. They suck the views right out of it. You don't get watch time for it. You don't get really anything for it other than 1,000 views and 5 likes or 10 likes. It's really, shorts are really pointless. Don't go down that road. I'm back. I was just doing something. Fair enough. It's all good if you pop in and out. If I could pop in and out, I probably would, but I can't. I need a water. I gotta get a water, so I might end the stream and get a water soon. But last time I talked so much, the day we had the hour-long stream, or the hour-and-a-half-long stream, I was yabbing so much, I actually got a sore throat, and I kind of lost my voice, and so I had to drink water and give my mouth a rest and recover. Luckily, I did. And then, of course, my friend called, and then I lost it again, so that was the whole story. I do like your stuff, Will. No shorts here. Don't have the smartphone. Oh, you don't have a smartphone? Okay. What kind of phone do you use? It must be like an older one then. This phone is old. Like, this is like an 8-year-old phone. This is an iPhone 7. Basically obsolete. I actually have a software update for it, which I'm really surprised about. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a software update. So I'm actually surprised when I'm still getting software updates on this thing. But I'll do the update tonight and keep it up to snuff with the other guys. But yeah, it's actually I'm actually pleasantly surprised that I'm still getting the ability to do updates on my phone, because when that stops, that means the phone's obsolete. So it's not quite obsolete, but it's getting there. But yeah. Yep, that's how she goes. But I don't plan on getting a new phone anytime soon. Everybody says, "Oh, you should get a new phone. You should get a new battery. This, that." It's like, nah. Just stick to what I got. But I should get a new phone, in 2 or 3 years, because this thing will probably die eventually. If it stays this cold, it might die this winter. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Although if it does, I do still have my tablet, so I can still do the live streams. But hopefully that doesn't happen, because all my data in that is on there, so I wouldn't want to lose that. But luckily my Simonian Video Productions account is linked to both devices, so if this kiboshes, it's not like I lose any of my data. But the email on this tablet is different, so if this shuts down, that might be a bit of a problem for other things. Just a flip phone, just text and talk, have a video clip camera I use for bids, etc. Well, that's alright. Simple as best sometimes. I don't pay my phone bill. I shouldn't say that, because I'm a 21-year-old man and I don't pay my phone bill. But my dad pays my phone bill. I'm on the family plan, so I have unlimited data. But when I have to start paying my own phone bill, I probably won't go for the unlimited data unless it's cheap. But I'll probably just do the talk and text too. And if that happens, then there won't be outdoor live streams. But that's a few years away yet. But I don't want to do that, because I'm so used to having the data. But I'm cheap. I'm very frugal. People who know me know how cheap I am. When I go to a restaurant, I get the cheapest thing on the menu. I get the cheapest coffee at Tim Hortons. I am very, very cheap. I do not like to spend money. Even when I go on trips, I do the bare basic. When I went to Vegas, as an example, I was getting $3 sandwiches at McDonald's because I didn't want to spend $20 for a meal at Caesar's Palace or one of those fancy hotels. So I was getting $3-4 breakfast sandwiches and the 2 for $4 McChickens down there. And I still get the 2 for $4 McChickens in the States. And then you add in a drink, it's like $5, $5.50. Still good though. Even here in Canada, I get the 2 for $4 breakfast special at Wendy's, and then you throw in coffee, it's like $5. But yeah, and I've actually gotten the seniors discount once or twice, which is kind of weird. I don't blame you, but that doesn't mean you're cheap. I don't think people call it cheap. I don't think it's cheap. I think it's responsible and smart. But people call it cheap, so I just called it cheap for you guys. But no, I think it's responsible. It's very easy to spend money nowadays and run out of money. So, I'm very frugal and responsible with my money, and every bit of money I've had, I've worked for. I may not work a regular job, but I've been out there shoveling driveways. I've been out there cutting grass. I've been out there picking up odd jobs. I worked on a farm when I was a kid. I always kind of did that when I was young. I always worked. I'd cut grass when I was a kid. I'd go around and cut grass when I was a kid. So I always worked, and I've always, even though I may not have a regular job now, I've always done something to keep busy. And like this year with the shoveling, it's been crazy. Keeping me busy, keeping me running around. My back's going to be deteriorated by the time this winter's over. That sounds good. What are you eating for a treat? Well, for a treat, I just have something simple. So like a burger or a sandwich. I don't usually like to go to restaurants. I'd rather go to a fast food place, because restaurants are generally expensive. So when I go out, I like to eat at a fast food restaurant. I get the cheapest thing on the menu or close to it. Sometimes I'll splurge and get something that I like, but generally the cheapest thing on the menu. But yeah, something simple, sandwich or biscuit or whatever. Nothing big. What do you guys like at fast food restaurants? I do like Baconators, but I have to watch because I like them a little bit too much. So sometimes one turns into two. So I generally don't like to get them because I always want more than one. Nothing wrong with saving your money on trips, etc. I did the same thing for decades. Now with the old age pension, I have more to spend. Spend wisely still. Well, that's great, and that's good to hear, because you know there's so many people that are older that don't have the money they want to have because they were irresponsible with it as a kid or as younger. Splurge. Well, the odd time I splurge, yeah, the odd time. Not too often though. The odd time I do. I want to splurge right now and go on a freaking trip somewhere warm, but I don't have anybody to go with me, so I think I'm staying here. Going off the chat now, Wendy's has great food. Oh yeah, for sure, I love Wendy's. That's my favorite. I actually like Wendy's burgers better than McDonald's burgers. Although in the States, McDonald's has a good chicken sandwich. I will give them that. The McChicken. The McChicken up here is shit, but the McChicken in the States is 1,000 times better. The only thing I will say about the U.S. McDonald's is their pop is kind of chemically. It's kind of got a weird taste to it. So I'm not as crazy about it as I am the Canadian McDonald's pop. As crazy as that sounds. But anyway, what are you talking about, bro? Well, I'll let you go back through the stream and you can listen to what everything I was talking about. But right now we're just kind of shooting the breeze. We're talking about everything, anything that comes up in chat or anything that comes up in my head. So yeah, it might sound a little all over the board, but that's what we're doing. But yeah. And why am I swearing? Because I swear. We've gone over this before. People have asked me this before. I'm not going to go over it again. But anyway, guys, on that note, I guess it's been 41 minutes, almost 42 minutes. I'm going to end this stream before I lose my voice again. But for those of you who joined the stream and left a chat message, Fire Photography, Ontario Fire Buff, Marlene, it was good seeing you guys in chat. And thank you again for listening to my rambling and chatting with me. And we'll talk to you guys again later. You guys have a good night. Take care, everyone. Have a good night, Fire Photography. Good luck on your exams tomorrow. Bye-bye.